stop by there just to make sure. The other Drain Vitality shot, I know where that's at, so we're going to grab that throughout the course of this Let's Play anyway. As said anyway. Alright, this is actually where I got the other Dragon Soul. Normally, there's a dragon perched on there. It's going to be a high-level dragon. For me, it was a ancient dragon. So be cautious when you come here. Make sure you will kill you. Also going to be a level jogger here or a dragon priest, depending on your level. But here's the word wall that was added thanks to the DLC. As you can tell, it's actually glitching through this rock face here. That's got Drain Vitality. Coax both magical and mortal enemy energies from your hapless opponent. It's going to be stamina, magicka, and health. But that's marked for death, isn't it? I thought I saw marked for death. No. Sorry, when I went out, I saw marked for death right there on my preview screen. Speaking of which, the mark for death shout is actually right here. I haven't gotten it yet. It's actually going to take a little bit of time. If you go to Castle Volca here, this is the point, by the way, where you can decide which... No, this isn't. It's after this. If you go to Castle Volca here before doing this, before doing the Dawnguard DLC, or the Dawnguard bits, questline here, and if you don't have Serrano with you, the gates to the castle will be glitched. They'll stay shut throughout the rest of the game. There is a chance that will happen, not a guarantee, but it's a very, very high chance. So I recommend waiting until you have her in your party, or your entourage, to go there.
Yeah.
Ow. Stay dead. Nice night. Nice clear night. Ooh, love it. I don't care what people say, the PC crowd that has the mods that make the game even more beautiful. I love the graphics of Skyrim, even by by standards of the games I've seen that actually are a lot better, technically. I just love the graphics of the game. They're really pretty, beautiful in my opinion. Let's run around this way. Especially that night sky. Well, fuck you too. Oh, hello. I see flame attributes. Back away. There's a reason why you don't stand next to a dead Atronach, or dead flame Atronach. Big mud crab. Alright. But yeah, despite, the mods that I did have on my version as well, my PC version of it, the vanilla Skyrim is still very beautiful if you take a chance to look at it. I mean, cosmetic mods like that are nice, but after 10-15 minutes, you just stop noticing it, really. At least that's been my opinion of it, my experience of it. Then again, I believe me and Kisei have actually talked about that in our discussions video. Not plural yet. Yeah, we had a conversation about the console wars and PC gaming. Basic premise is, if it's good for you, good. That's all you need. All you really need. Die hooker. Yeah, that's basically the consensus me and her came up with. I don't normally come out this way. Lower steep fall bar. Just barely missed it. I again forgot to get my food before starting the set. So a nice big chunk of pork meat probably fill me up. Alright. Splash. Splash much. Where's Serana? This way? You can see the castle in the distance. Where the hell is that dock? There it is. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this dock was here originally. This boat even as well, just it had no effect. Now you can swim there, but it takes forever, so let's go. Now, if you come across the glitch in the Dawnguard DLC where the gates are closed, I will teach you a way to get through them. There she is. Good. Don't worry, the gates should open in a little bit.
Hey, so before we go in there... I think so. And thanks for asking. I wanted to thank you for getting me this far, but after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Alrighty. There we go. You gonna say anything? No. Unfortunately, there's no lever in here to open the gate. So I'm kind of curious how they open it in the first place. Maybe it's through magic. Now this place is a bit buggy, not as in, you know, floor, uncollisioned walls or floors where you can just fall through them, but it does get laggy a little bit, so pay close attention to where lag happens and try your best to avoid them as much as possible.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes. My lord, everyone! Serana has returned.
I guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it. My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course,
She has
I'm
the
delighted
scroll.
to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here.
I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name? I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter would have told you what we are. Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most. You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach, and you will never fear death again. Yes, I can smell it on you. The power of my blood will purge that filth and make you whole again. I will banish you from this castle. I will spare your life this once, but after that, you are prey. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
Alright, I'm gonna pause it quickly while I say this, because I don't want this to, it take too long and I leave the conversation. This is the point you can choose to join the Dawn Guard or the vampires. If you join the Dawn Guard, you get the Husky Companions, the Armored Troll Companions. You also get crossbows, and not just regular crossbows. There are two classifications of crossbows in this game. There are the normal wooden crossbows and a dwarven crossbow. They can be enhanced through quest lines in the Dawn Guard quest line. You'll get the ability to make them, as well as bolts for the crossbows. You'll also be able to get magical-oriented crossbows, like flame ones that explode, or ice ones, or lightning, stuff like that. Other than that, you don't really get much for joining the Dawn Guard. With the vampires, you obviously get the Vampire Lord form, which you see Harkon in right now. What else is there? You get quest lines to become stronger as a vampire. You get Deathhound Companions. And a few other things I can't really think of at this time. But that's basically what you get for joining the vampires, so I'm joining the vampires. Obviously.
Be still.
That was kind of interesting.
Awake at last. Good. The power is growing within you, and now you must learn to wield it. With my guidance, you will become a deadly instrument, striking terror into the hearts of mortals wherever you tread. Now listen to my words, and do as I instruct. The true power of the ancient blood is found in the form of the Vampire Lord. Assume the mantle of the Vampire Lord, and we will continue.
Alright, you may not be able to notice it, but the eyes actually are different from
Transform
normal
into
vampires. They have a little bit of a different look to them. Okay, Vampire Lord.
Vampire Lord, and I will teach you more.
Oh, they look really cool sitting there.
In this form, you can drain the life from your foes with your right hand. With your left hand, you can wield the power of blood magic to raise the dead. You can also call upon the powers of night to turn into a swarm of bats and reappear some distance away. Should you run out of magicka, you can descend to the ground and fight as the beasts do. Do so now, and we will continue. Cease your flight, and we will move on to the next lesson. Over time, your powers will grow in strength, and you will find new ways to use your gifts.
Alright, so it's the vampire skill tree. Kill enemies with a drain life or bite power attack to earn perk points. Each new perk requires a few more feedings. When you power attack an enemy, when they're low on health, you will grab them and bite them and feed off them. That'll give you the experience. If you kill enemies with the drain life ability as the Vampire Lord form, you'll gain experience as well, which will be the quickest way of doing it. Alright, we get the Power of the Grave. Excuse me. 50 points to health, magic, and stamina as Vampire Lord. I did not believe that. Vampiric Grip, it's a blood magic. Pull a creature towards you from a distance and do choking damage once it's close. Basically, you go all Darth Vader on their ass. Summon Gargoyle, you can summon a Gargoyle to help you. Corpse Curse, it paralyzes the target. Unearthly Will, Night Powers and Blood Magic cost 33% less to use. Blood Healing, killing a person with a power attack bite restores all of your health, which is awesome. Poison Talons, melee attacks do 20 points of poison damage as well, which is pretty cool. Night Cloak, in combat you are surrounded by a cloud of bats that feed on enemies within melee range. Basically, if you are in Vampire Lord form, you land or you fly around, a swarm of bats will be flying around you, and you can, I believe, take health from them as well. Not 100% sure on that. Oops. Here we have Detect All Creatures. It's basically a night power. You can detect any creatures, even the machines from Dwemer Ruins. Mist Forms, you become invulnerable while health and magic and stamina restore, and slows down everything around you and you move faster. And that is the Vampire Lord tree form. I am probably going to go off screen a little bit to grind this out so I can have it throughout the course of this Let's Play, of this set. This will definitely be mastered by the next set, I know that much for sure.
There is much to learn, but if you master the powers of the Vampire Lord, few enemies will be able to stand against you.
Press up to select your favorites menu and you can find what you want to do. This will allow you to see at night, I believe even see enemies somewhat. Turn to human, and this is a dodge ability. You just turn to bats and you go zooming off. I'll show it to you in a second.
There is one last thing you must know. Slaying mortal men with your life drain grants you new night powers and blood magic. I keep a stable of thralls in the castle should you need to feed like the baser vampires to stave off the sun. That is all I have to teach you. If you wish to be reminded of these lessons, you need only ask. I have a task that will test your new powers, But first, do you have any questions? Good. Go and speak to Garen Marethi. Tell him it is time. He will understand.
Alright, so now we have the Vampire Lord form. Now let's show you the Bat's form. Second, there. Right hand. Left hand. Now we can actually feed off him by doing this. Alright. And now let's return back to normal. It'll probably take a bit of time for me to go through transformations, just because of all the stuff I actually have on my PS3. There we go. And back to normal. Except for one of my swords isn't equipped. There we go. I don't equip that so I don't accidentally transform. Bad. Yo.
Hello there. Lord Harkon. Lord Harkon. Remember your place. Now, what is our Lord's wish? Well, well. He wants the chalice, then. You've heard of the Bloodstone Chalice? It is a rather well-kept secret. The chalice has been in Lord Harkon's possession for quite some time now. It is, when used properly, able to increase the potency of our powers. He has neglected using it for ages. If he wants it filled now, then grander things are afoot. This is good. Follow me. I'll take you to it. Lord Harkon has never cared to use the chalice, relying on his more than adequate powers until now. This is an intriguing change. Excuse us. I need to fetch the Bloodstone Chalice.
The chalice? Why? What are you up to, Garan?
Lord Harkon's orders, Orthiolf. Calm yourself. Our friend here has been ordered to fill the chalice.
Really?
Indeed. She's off to Redwater Den.
Well then, best of luck to you.
Vingalmo and Orthiolf are Harkon's primary advisors. I'm sure they're quite surprised to learn that you're taking the chalice.
Do you need something?
There's plenty for all.
And here we are. Now, this chalice needs to be filled directly from the blood spring that is the source of Redwater Den. But that's not enough. Once that's done, the blood of a powerful vampire needs to be added to it. Keep in mind that Redwater Den has fallen into, well, let's just say less reputable members of society now dwell there. It's your choice whether to attempt to deal with them or force your way through. Hurry back. You don't want to keep Lord Harkon waiting.
Alright, so we now have the quest to fill the Bloodstone Chalice. Take a quick look at it because it looks really awesome. Oh. This is actually a part of a series of quests you can do later on after filling this. By talking to Gareth a few times and accepting his quests, you can go and power it more by getting the remains of ancient vampires. And you'll be able to increase the effect that the Bloodstone Chalice will later give you. Now, while we're here, I'm going to do a few more things, and I'm going to hop off so I can grind out stuff. The levels? Yeah. Okay. First, I'm gonna show you where to feed, so you can get rid of that pesky sun effect. Vampire cattle. Feed. If you want to, you can go Vampire Lord and kill all of the Vampire cattle here. But if you do that, this area gets really buggy, really laggy. So be careful with doing that. Let us go over here, I believe it is. Yeah, here. The blacksmith.
Can you feel it? You're now so much more than you were before. Time was I could barely hold my own in the companions. Now I could slaughter them all without a second thought. And I'm not half the vampire Lord Harkon is. Truth is, I'm better with a forge than I am with claws or fangs. I was. Didn't progress very far. Never did care for their attitude, acting like they're better than everyone else. But none of that matters now. Always good to have a backup plan, in case the claws and teeth aren't enough.
Now... No. Where is it? Alright. The vampire set you can't forge. Sorry, I'm checking my thing. Okay. You can't forge the vampire set. It's not possible. You can find these gauntlets laying around, as well as the boots and armor as well. I'm going to take a set from here. Nah. Yeah, I'm going to take these gauntlets for my collection, and the ones that I can pick up later I'm going to pick up and use for armor and whatnot. Right. Good.
Feast on life, friend.
Alright, another thing, these are potions of blood. They act like you when you feed off someone. So you can just take one of these, drink it wherever you are, and restore your, you know, vitality, I guess is a way of putting it. I recommend waiting until later when they trust you, that way you don't steal these. That's about it for now, I guess. Yeah. Later on, you'll be able to pick these up. When you do side quests for these people, I'm going to say this quickly. When you do side quests, especially Radiant quests, they will often reward you with potions of blood. Off screen, I'm going to be getting a lot of those. So for now, I'm going to hop off, and I am going to grind out my Vampire Lord tree. So I shall see you guys in a few minutes.